The Warhawks and Rams coming in 5-0. It's a pretty impressive number. And Coach Foster talked about today during the pep rally. Everyone kind of rid them off. What have the Rams been doing differently to bring them to this 5-0 record that's proved everyone wrong?
Well, I think just the Rams' offensive display, their run game this year has been phenomenal. Marcus Denham, Shaun, and Roman Lowry really putting in work out on the field, putting up points, and the defense doing their part and holding off the other team, Jack.
Hey, let's get to the fast lane. Grandma, the bingo game is ready to roll. Your Rams kicks it off to the Madison Warhawks. Here they have the 10, 15 off the field. Good hole, 25 to the 30-yard line. Weir is taken down hard, and that is your Rams defense will take over.
And we're looking really at this defensive line tonight, as they've done in the past 5 games. Hopefully they'll continue it, really holding the offense to minimal yards.
Line anchored by number 42, Bugsy Siegel. And with that, I know Shaun's favorite name. Welcome Shaun Salehi to the broadcast.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here. Hi, Ryan. Welcome to the staff.
Thank you very much. Many welcomes tonight. Glad to be here.
Thanks, man.
2 by 1, 2 out to the right. Motion from left to right. He takes it, looks to pass, looking right, throwing a high-low screen there. Jack Roulette steps up. He puts his head down over the 30 to the 33. Not getting much. Hard to get by that D1 athlete, Jack Roulette.
Good job by Jack Roulette there, and I also really like the intensity of Jack Roulette on that tackle, going for the ball right off the bat, the first play of the game, going for the strip.
Second and about, we'll call it 7. Gastrick with almost a confidence booster pass there of a screen. They'll try again. Here's Gastrick, 3-1 formation. 3 out to the left. Well, the running back split out that way. Gastrick in the shotgun. The snap. Looking downfield, pass again. Floats for another screen, this time to left, and it's over everyone. That's 2 screens in a row there.
And just based off the first 2 plays thus far, we see how Madison really does enjoy this pass-heavy offense compared to Robinson's rush-heavy offense. Shaun?
Definitely. I mean, they throw a lot of short screens, and sadly I was a little late there, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll go really quickly. My offensive key to the game tonight is obviously going to be Shaun Foncha. And however, you know what? I'm also going to give it to Navaris Grant on the passing game. But I would also definitely look defensive-wise to the herd, the defensive line of the Rams.
3 by 6. Not going to comment on that one, Shaun. 3 by 1. Gastrick in the shotgun. He takes a snap, pass again, 3 times in a row, under pressure by Strain, moves out to the right, still throwing, found it downfield, and caught at the shot of the 45-yard line. Is it complete? Yes, he has it. And that'll be a first down for the Hawks.
What a nice scramble by quarterback Gastrick. He's a junior out there, and he's thus far proved how he's managing this pass-heavy offense by making that nice scramble and nice completion.
Good pressure by Matt Strain there. Another 3 by 1 formation. The 3 to the left this time being the tight end with the running back split out to the right. They hand off up the middle, and he is taken down just at the line of scrimmage. Is that Donnie that stepped up? No, that is Patrick Robinson, the DN, closing down and stopping him for maybe an inch. I don't think he'll give him more.
Fantastic run defense, as usual.
This is Viola on the carry. Broadcast play by Patrick Robinson. And holding the play brings up 2nd and 9.
Of Patrick Robinson.
2nd and 9. Another 3 by 1 formation, same as the last one, with the running back split out to the right. Now he goes left. Here's Gastrick in the shotgun. With the snap, looking for the pass. Throwing out to the right, caught by 4 over the 50 to the 45-yard line, down to the 43 yards. And he is taken down there for another first down. That's 2 pretty good completions just simultaneously there.
Like Ryan said earlier, I mean, this is definitely a pass first offense, which is not really something that the Rams have seen a lot of this year, and it'll definitely test their secondary. But you know what? They got a lot of veterans back there with DeMarcus Birdsong. I mean, Jack Roulette playing quarterback and now corner as well. They're doing. I think they can take this Madison offense.
1st and 10 to the 43. 3 by 1. This time to the 3 to the right. Here's Gastrick. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and he is taken down hard there. That's 2 runs attempted by the Warhawks, and that maybe give him 2 inches or not about anything.
And the D-line really encouraging Madison to continue passing it through the air because they are gaining no yards on the rush thus far in the game.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you keep that interior pressure, like you say, they're daring them to run the ball. They're daring them to run the ball. I mean, they want them to pass because that gives them more opportunities for a pick. But Madison should know by now that Rams aren't going to let them run the ball at all today.
With the pass, looking left, complete there on 40 to the 35 and taken down by about half the herd there, Shaun. It'll be complete for about a 3rd and 3, we'll call it.
That was a hit stick highlight right there by Dejon Lee, middle linebacker, number 27 for the Rams. Absolutely fantastic hit, making sure that all hard hats get to the ball even after the receiver was wrapped up. He made sure he got there in time to finish the job and bring him down.
Dejon Lee, another perfect example of the youth this Rams team has with another 3-by-1 formation on a 3rd and 3. And here's Gastrick, look for the pass. He looks right, fires it, no fires in the middle, complete over the 30-yard line. It's going to be good for the first down. And Madison has it. 1st and 10, 3rd time done on the pass.
And what the secondary, the Robinson Rams secondary really needs to do now is to make Gastrick think a little bit before he throws. He's throwing a lot of quick passes, and the secondary needs to allow the D-line time to get to the quarterback.
First time we've really seen the Rams diced up this way in the past. 8:14 to go, first quarter, 0-0. Warhawks driving, 3-by-1 formation. Here's Gastrick, takes a snap. Rolling out to the right, design rollout. He throws there along the sideline. It's over everyone. That time they designed the rollout. There was no pressure on Gastrick. He had about a month and a half to throw. Just overthrew his receiver. Bad pass.
Like Ryan said, I mean, although I find it more like the defensive lineman has to get to the quarterback first to help the secondary, because if the secondary doesn't, if they keep throwing these quick passes, they're going to allow the secondary to get blown off the ball, not have enough time to get into their reads or their coverages, and the defensive line has to get through. We all know that they have that capability. We've seen it several times throughout this season.
3-by-1 and 2nd and 10. Gastrick in the shotgun. They really love this 3-by-1 formation. Here's Gastrick, pass. Under some pressure is his design screen. He has it at the 45. It's cut back there. Excellent play by Donnie Water. They'll lose a few. Great play by the sophomore, 44, Donnie Water. And that's interesting right there. And a design play to get away from the rush goes for -3.
That's why I'm so happy to see guys like Donnie Warder making plays here on this Rams defense, or team overall. I mean, it's heartbreaking tonight. You have to feel sorry for the seniors. I mean, they're going to play with their heart. They're going to play their hearts out tonight, knowing that it's their last homecoming game of their careers. However, this is Donnie Warder's first varsity homecoming game, and man, he's making an impact quickly.
2-by-1 with a running backfield. Both here to protect Gastrick. He takes a snap. They're open to protect. Gastrick has to roll out to the right under pressure. Avoids it, throws downfield, and I think that was tipped at the line. I think Nick Roth might have got a hand on that.
And I think Gastrick heard the hooves of this herd of Rams coming for him, and that caused him to misthrow.
You know, with a call like that, Shaun, I think he's going to fit in just fine with a.
I guess so,
wow.
Yep.
Wow, I guess that's going to stick.
Wow.
And you were talking about Donnie Ward the snap before. He's a really funny guy. I'm in SGA with him. He is one of the quietest guys you ever met. You would never think he's a linebacker the way he plays, but watch him on the field. He just tears people apart. That's really interesting about him.
Speaking on that note, there's actually another player exactly like that, Roman Lowry. I don't want to call him out or anything, but I mean, he's not a very spoken guy. I mean, he's a very shy, soft-spoken guy off the field. But
empty backfield. Here's Gastrick firing downfield for the bundle, overthrown everyone. Gastrick had a man, just missed him. And that will be 4th down for the Warhawks. The Rams get to stop.
And Shaun, going back to what you were saying about Roman Lowry, it's funny to see how two sophomores really helping out on both sides of the field, both defensively and offensively. Sophomores putting in work, helping out this Rams team.
That's my mistake on the call. I believe that pass was on 4th down, so I had to go for all of it, I guess. And this is the first look we're going to see at Jack Roulette under center. Takes a snap. Handoff, steamrolling Roland Lowry, busting his way up across the 40 to the 43. Hey, that's a good 8-yard run.
I'm so proud of you, Jack. You were able to say that correctly. And you know what? I will let Jack use that all season long, even though I've copyrighted it and everything. Anyway, moving on. I love this trifecta, as I call them, for the backfield of this Rams. With Foncha, Denham, and Lowry, they're always going to make a big impact, and look for them again tonight.
Handoff, Foncha up the middle. Didn't get much of a push. Maybe gets a yard. He'll bring up 3rd and 2.
And Shaun, speaking of that trifecta, you have Denham, who's lightning fast, then you have 2 power runners. A little bit of lightning, a little bit of thunder, making for a perfect storm out there on the field.
Definitely. I mean, that's one thing that it's pretty much like, think of it as a boxing fight. You got to wear them down all the time, and that's with Lowry and Foncha, pardon me, and then the knockout blow is with Denham.
Roulette keeps him by himself, gets through the line across the 50. He might have had it if he just beat one more defender. Besides that, he gets about 6 yards in the first down across the 50. Great run, Jack Roulette. He loves those quarterback keepers.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an extremely long week because it's homecoming week, so we apologize for any grammatical errors, mathematical errors, or
we cannot express how long this week has been because of homecoming. Handoff Denham cuts back to the right over to the 45-yard line. They'll give him about 4 yards on that run. 2nd and 6.
And the Robinson Rams showing the Madison Warhawks, no doubt what they've been hearing about all week, the rush offense.
I'll tell you one thing right now. I was just in the locker room before this game with the Rams offense, and Vossler gave a speech that I definitely think is worth repeating, and I'll tell you all after this play.
Jack Roulette, 2nd and 6. Handoff Lowry up the right side, and he's topped in the backfield. Good job by him to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Number 40, Joe Kashuta, actually being recruited by Maryland and Virginia Tech. Arguably the best player on this Madison team. Obviously, he's making an impact tonight. But going back to what Vossler said before the game, he had an extremely motivational speech to his guys, pumping them up for homecoming, and he explained pretty much that they're going to do the same thing that they always do, and that's run it down their throat, and no one's going to stop them.
3rd and 6. Foncha gets a handoff close to the 40-yard line. He's not going to have the first down. It'll be 4th and maybe 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Scott Vossler cut this Lowry team out there.
I definitely wouldn't either. And, I mean, I'll tell you one thing right now, actually, ladies and gentlemen. If you see Dejon Lee go in on the field, watch out. It is homecoming. There is usually a trick play involved, so that's a little sneak peek for everybody.
4th down. Roulette keeps it himself. Gets across the line of scrimmage. 35. Guess what? We got the first down. Jack Roulette has it. 1st and 10 Rams, 4-18.
And that's Jack Roulette's second first down of the night. Really showing off his versatility as a quarterback. He can pass the ball. He can run the ball. He can really do anything out there.
1st and 10 for the Rams on the 35-yard line. Hey, check this out. Is Navaris Grant checking into the game, so this brings up a whole new passing atmosphere.
Definitely. Like I said, I mean, I expect him to have a pretty big game today. I mean, last time they threw the ball his way, he got over 150 yards or receiving yards, pardon me. I expect him to do the same if they pass it his way again tonight.
Roulette fakes a handoff, rolling out right for the pass. Has all day. Fires for, that's Denham, to the 25-yard line and has the first down. Might be an inch short, but completion to Denham. Good pass by Jack Roulette. He had all day to throw.
He did, and I mean, Denham, with his speed, like I said earlier, like the knockout speed that he has, I mean, he was able to burst off the line just as quickly as he would when a running play, and he was able to get away from his route, get away from his defender on his route and be wide open for Jack Roulette.
They're calling him a yard short. Here's Roulette. Takes a snap. Handoff Lowry. Puts his shoulder down to about the 25-yard line, maybe 24.5. I think he's going to have it. Steamrolling Roman Lowry gets there. Doesn't need a whole lot, and he might have it. Wait for the official call. They're calling it short.
After watching two consecutive 3rd down and 4th down tries from Jack Roulette on the sneak, I would be very surprised if they do anything differently here and go do another play other than another Jack Roulette sweep.
That's a real interesting spot. They're really saying that Lowry didn't get a yard. They have not moved the box. I thought he at least got over to the 25-yard line. I'm not sure there.
Can't argue with the Zebras.
Can't argue with them. Here's Roulette. Snap. Handoff. Lowry, right side. Looks to cut up field. He does. 25 to the 20. And it gets there to about the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Robinson. They're in the red zone.
Warhawks defense, no doubt, expecting the quarterback rush as we've already seen twice tonight. However, the Robinson coaching staff keeps them on their toes, runs a different play, and gets the first down.
Definitely. I think, like I said earlier, I mean, Vossler's going to keep it pretty conventional. When I say conventional, I mean he's going to keep it to what's been working, and that's running the ball. We saw one pass attempt today, and it worked as well. So hats out of the bag for this one, folks. It's going to be a ride.
Roulette. Handoff Denham, right side. Cuts it upfield. Has some room. He gets tripped out there. Across the 15-yard line to about the 14. It'll be second and short. Good run by Denham, and he was a shoelace away from getting it.
Marcus Denham on the carry. Gave him 6 on the play, brings up second and 4.
And as you're saying, Marcus Denham so close to breaking away. That would have been a touchdown for sure if he just gone past that one last man.
Here's Roulette. Handoff. That's John Fonch. No, it's Denham. Cuts up to the right field. Taken down across the 5-yard line to about the 4. First and goal, Robinson. There's a flag on the play. There's a chop block on the Rams. And Shaun, that is an area the Rams really do struggle in, is that those tissues.
And you know the worst part is, man, is that it appears that the Rams will only get penalized once they enter the red zone, which is honestly the worst part that you want to, the last place you want to be penalized. It's just, I mean, you're building such momentum, like I always say, going down the field, and then you're going to wait until you get inside of the enemy territory in the red zone scoring position to have a mistake like that. And a chop block, that's something that just cannot happen. I mean, that's an easy rule. Everyone knows it, and it just shouldn't happen, period. But look for them to try to bounce back. I mean, luckily they got a good run there, so now it's only 2nd and 12.
One thing the Rams they do get in penalty trouble. However, they don't have much trouble capitalizing on a drive, even with all the penalties. We'll see what they can do on this drive. It's 2nd and long. We'll call about 12. 1:42. Still a nothing game. Jack Roulette. Handoff. Lowry, left side. Cuts it upfield. Looks for the 15-yard line. Can't quite get there. Given to about the 17-yard line. Makes it about a 3rd and 8 for the Rams. Do we see a pass here or do we see a run? What do you guys think?
I wouldn't be surprised to see a play-action pass. However, these coaches down there are shifty, and they have the ability to surprise us.
Going off what Ryan said, I believe he's right as well. They're just bringing in Navaris Grandin from Patrick Esposito, and Patrick Esposito is usually the blocking guy out for the outside for the run plays, and Navaris is definitely the one with the mitts, so look for them to put the ball in the air.
Here's Roulette. It's a double reverse play to Roman Lowry. There's the trick play you're talking about, Shaun. He gets to the 12-yard line. I don't think he has a first down, but it fooled almost everyone.
Oh, I'll tell you this right now. That is not the homecoming play. The homecoming play has a lot more excitement to it, folks. Trust me. You'll hear Jack screaming into your headphones or however you're listening to this once that play comes out. As it appears that the Rams will be going for it in 4th and 3 instead of giving Aiden Rockwood a chance, because we all know this is his range.
When all your listeners at home hear thick ringing in your ear, that's when you know the trick play has come. Here's Roulette. Handoff Denham, stretched out to the right side, under some trouble, cuts it back out to the left. He might have the blockers. Jack Roulette lays a hit to the 15-yard line. Looking for the 10, the 5, outside of bounds. Does he have the first down, though? He should. Unbelievable play. Marcus Denham tries the right side, says no thank you, brings it out to the left. He has a first and goal, and a flag is down. That is, oh my goodness, a flag is down.
I really hope it's not a crackback or it's not a block on. I really hope it's not a block on or penalty on Jack Roulette.
We got from our expert up in here in the booth. Thinks it's a penalty on Madison. We'll have to see on that call.
Hopefully.
Might have been a horse collar as Marcus Denham was running out of bounds.
That's a good point there, and it's going to be on Madison. They're moving up the chains. It's going to be a first and goal Rams. Holy smokes, Jiminy Christmas, Marcus Denham. There it is. Our expert was right up here in the booth. There's a personal foul on Madison. First and goal for the Rams with 17 seconds in the first quarter.
That was really like a 90-yard run there by Marcus Denham. He ran from one sideline to the other, ran back to about the 45, and then ran back all the way back to the 5. Good run by Denham.
Handoff, Foncha going for the end zone. He might not have it. I think he's about a yard short. And he is upset. He is upset, Shaun.
I am too, man. I'm always rooting for Foncha. Ryan and I know him, especially him being in our grade, but everybody in the school knows him. Like I was saying earlier, him and Roman Lowry, two very soft-spoken guys off the field. However, on the field, obviously, like Ryan was saying, they're the hard-hitting guys on this team.
Strange occurrence we haven't seen here yet this season. At the end of the first quarter, your score, Madison nothing, your Robinson Rams nothing, but hold everything. They're driving at the 4-yard line.
And going back to that last play, long run, Marcus Denham However, when your quarterback, Jack Roulette's making a block for you, you better be getting those yards.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he's given up his body for this team, and it shows really his intensity. I mean, he's already playing both ways, starting at corner and at quarterback. So, I mean, kudos to him. And he, like I said, he's another one of these seniors, man. It's his last homecoming game. I can't imagine what that has to feel like. I mean, that's something that you're not going to get a feeling like this again. I mean, ever. There's nothing like a Friday Night Lights, especially here in Virginia, and a homecoming game here at Robinson. There's just nothing like it.
And the seniors looking to take away the W here tonight. Only a couple yards shy of their first score.
About a 1 yard to go. You gotta think this is Jack Roulette keeper territory.
I definitely think so. One thing though that I liked about that last quarter was ball possession. Madison had pretty good. Really, there were only two. It's hard to believe, but there were only 2 drives in that entire quarter. One by Madison and one by the Rams. And the one by Madison lasted about, I think, 4 minutes, and then the remaining 8 minutes was the Rams. So that was absolutely fantastic.
Jack Roulette keeps it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. QB1, Jack Roulette squeaks saw in. 6-0 Rams at the start of the second quarter.
Good call, Jack.
Yeah, Jack, you called that right on the dot. It's keeper territory for Jack Roulette, and he kept it and got the touchdown.
There was keeping score. That's Jack 1, Keith nothing, and Salehi nothing. No, not like we're keeping score or anything like that. Rams go back to their traditional extra point attempt. You want to see, maybe we'll see that swinging door extra point attempt.
Oh, man, I'm definitely going to watch out for it.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Aiden Rockwood tacks on the extra point. 7-0 Rams. 11:58 second quarter. Jack Roulette sneaks it in for the score. Your Rams are up 7-0.
8 minutes and 2 seconds. That was the length of that previous drive, which in high school is absolutely ridiculous given 12-minute quarters. And, I mean, we have to remember Madison made the gutsy choice to go for it on 4th down deep in the Robinson territory instead of take the easy points with a field goal. However, we don't know what their kicker's range is, so that might have been their only option. However, looking at how far the Rams drove down the field, they got a few 4th down conversions. Obviously, the amazing one by Marcus Denham going for 45 yards when it was really only a 15-yard gain.
And breaking tackles along the way too.
Yeah, and like Ryan said, the crazy crackback block by Jack Roulette. Fantastic play overall, and I definitely like the ball possession. I like the fact that we're keeping the ball out of Madison's hands.
11:58, your Rams are up 7-0. Wait for Aiden Rockwood to boot this one away.
Aiden Rockwood, another one of those seniors who's been really putting in his best effort thus far this season.
It's a squib kick, gets to the 15, and taken there. He tries his luck. Works up looking for the 20-yard line. He just gets there. But that's a good tackle by Wesley Richmond, and that's where the Madison offense will start it all up.
Looking at this defense for the Rams, I definitely think that they are more than capable to holding this Madison offense. However, they're going to try, because they don't run any no-huddle like the previous 2 teams, so this team is definitely well-conditioned. It's going to be a test of their secondary, though, with some good wideouts here with the Warhawks.
Double back formation with a fullback split out to the left. They try to keep. Quarterback takes it right side, or left side, I should say, and he's tackled in the backfield.
Who else?
Is that Bugsy Siegel there?
Oh, pardon me. No, it wasn't. It was the other member of the herd, Patrick Robinson.
Patrick Robinson. That's 2 good tackles in a row on a run play. Great play by Patrick Robinson. 2nd and 9. Coming up for the Warhawks. 2-back formation again. Here's Gastrick, takes a snap. Looking right, throwing there, caught by number 1, turns it up to the 30, 35, out of bounds, then driven hard out of bounds by Jack Roulette. Good tackle, but what matters on that play is he gets about 15 in the first down.
Good play, like we said. I mean, it's gonna be a long day here for the Robinson secondary. But you know what? Like Vossler said in the pregame speech, he was just telling how honestly we're gonna drive it down the throats on offense and we're gonna stuff them up the middle on defense, and that's what's been Robinson's been doing all season. And that's what's been working, and it's gonna work again here tonight.
No screen pass out to the left, and it's over everyone. Gastrick likes to throw it a lot, but that's about the third time we've seen him thrown over a receiver. Second time on a screen. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We've seen a lot of short pass plays thus far. He's gaining yards, but not a lot.
That's going. I definitely agree. We've seen a lot of these short passes. However, there was, with that screen, as Coach Hazard here up in the booth was explaining, I believe that was a backward pass, and the Rams, if that didn't go out of bounds, the Rams definitely have to make sure that they jump on that ball.
The 3-by-1 with a tight end out to the left. Oh, no, scratch that. That's a 2-by-1. Here's Gastrick under some pressure, throwing downfield, looking for the bundle. It's caught. No, dropped. He had it in his hand, had it in the breadbasket, and it's taken down. That's actually a good play by Jack Roulette. He got beat on coverage, but he knocked the ball out as he made the tackle. Good job by Jack Roulette.
I was about to say you can't put that on Jack Roulette. That was not a. I mean, he got beat, but they always say play to the whistle, and he made sure that even if he got that catch, the second thing that Coach Cross and this defense and the secondary tells you is if they get the catch, just make sure they can't bring it in. But it's a great effort by Jack Roulette.
3rd and 10 at the 39-yard line. Gastrick with 2 running backs back there. He takes a snap. Under some pressure, Donnie Water gets him. Taken down in the backfield. Donnie Water along with the herd. It would take him down. Bugsy Siegel in there along with Matt Strain, but I believe Donnie Warder was the one that got most of the hit.
It was Donnie Warder, and like you said, it was the other two. It was Matt Strain and Bugsy Siegel and Patrick. I mean, I think it was all of them. I think they all got a piece of that sack, because really, without the others making sure that they take care of the other linemen, those guys couldn't have gotten back there.
4th and about a mile. They're out the punt. Under some pressure. That punt is up and high, but not too far down the field. It's going to go in the spiel of everyone. Squeaks it way to the 45-yard line. That's where they'll take it. Jack Roulette and company will take over around the 45.5-yard line with 10:07 to go. Up 7-0. Jack Roulette with the score.
And no doubt that will not be the first sack we see from this D-line tonight. Doing a phenomenal job of getting to Gastrick on that 3rd down play.
Well, it's interesting us seeing these quick passes, but when you guys have to think about the last couple of games, what has happened to these quarterbacks? Look at 2 weeks ago against who we played 2 weeks ago. It's jumping my mind, but we almost just about killed their quarterback. He stayed in the pocket too long. They're trying to get those passes out quick before they get killed by this defensive line.
Definitely. I mean, when you think about it, they're gonna always try to.
Jack Roulette throwing downfield, looking for the Zell, and it's tipped out of the air. That D-back almost had a chance to pick that one off. That was not that good of a pass.
That was. We've seen a few balls sling down the other side of the field by Jack Roulette on these rollouts, and so one thing I would definitely say is. Going off what you guys are saying is that I think Madison definitely watched the film and took notice of how the other quarterbacks were being absolutely brutalized by this Rams defense, and they decided, all right, we'll just get the ball out of his hands quickly, and they can't touch the quarterback.
Here's Roulette, handoff, Lowry, left side, looks to cover up field. He's taken down in the backfield before he could. That'll be a loss of yards. And it looks like the Warhawks are really bringing the pressure along, stacking the box and bringing it into the backfield. They're getting a lot of backfield pressure.
Like I said before, I mean, they realize what we do. If you don't, then you haven't been watching film. We run the ball, and we run it pretty darn well, if I should say so myself. I mean, we're going to start seeing teams, especially as we get into the second half of this season, they're going to start obviously catching on, putting more guys in the box, trying to keep this dive game down. You see the dive, you see the sweep. There's a lot of the stretch play, especially for that's their bread and butter. But you know what? I already know what Voss was thinking. Fine, if they like the dive, we'll keep putting it down the dive, and then we'll do one outside, and Marcus Denham, Shaun Poncher, and Roman Lowry will have all day with nothing but green grass around him for a touchdown.
Hey,
blocking the back.
That's blocking the back call.
Decline.
It'll be a decline call. It'll be a 3rd and 10. Interesting play there. Usually, when I play at least, they always taught you if it was a 2nd down or a 1st down, you take the yardage, not the down. That's an interesting call on 3rd and 10. Navaris Grant checks in. So obvious passing formation for the Rams in the works. An interesting set here. A couple different backs spread out. Roulette going right to the pass. Under some pressure, throwing for Grant, and it's overthrown by everyone. There should have been a flag on there. His hands were all over him. There will not. It'll be 4th and 10. Navarro Green didn't have much of a chance to catch it as he was being taken down prior to the pass.
I don't like that no call right there. I mean, honestly, that was, even if you're not going to call pass interference, that was definitely either a horse collar or, and I don't know if you can't call a horse collar if the person being tackled doesn't have possession of the ball. But if anything, it was a face mask. I mean, you saw the way his neck twisted. That's definitely for the safety of the players. Navarro Grant obviously not starting on defense for injury reasons. As we see Dejan, oh, pardon me, is it the punt? I'm being stupid. Anyway, we see Navarro Grant already out of here, already not on defense because of injury. We definitely don't want to see him get hurt on a play like that.
Aiden Rockwood out the boot away. Excellent punter, and he boots this one and gets a heck of a kick. Tall spiraling, knocks out of bounds to the 30. Great kick by Aiden Rockwood, and at the 30-yard line is where Gastrick and company will take over. 9-19, Rams up 7-0 in the second quarter here at homecoming.
One thing with Aiden Rockwood is that he actually kicks a rugby-style kick. It actually turns backwards towards the punter, which allows it to not bounce, especially in those deep yardage situations where he's trying to pin them deep in their own territory. It allows the ball to, when it lands, it comes back towards the punter, and it doesn't go farther downfield for a touchback.
1st and 10 for the Rams, for the Warhawks, I should say. 3-by-1 formation with the running back spread out to the left. Gastrick keeps it himself, rolling out to the left, under some pressure. Patrick Robinson in there and just throws it at the feet of his receiver, and Gastrick gets a taste of the dirt. Good play by Patrick Robinson.
And the Robinson D picking up right where they left off last drive, putting pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback has to make a bad pass, doesn't have time to do anything else.
It'll be 2nd and 10 as Gastrick finally got a taste of what the herd tastes like. I gotta get on that bandwagon. I know I started that saying, but it just got to be fun to say. You got to just kind of take it and run with it.
Yep, definitely. I loved it. I mean, I'm definitely going to roll with it for the rest of this season and probably into next.
Gastrick on a 2nd and 10 takes a snap, looking for the pass, throwing out to the left side and is out in front of his receiver number 1, and a flag comes a-flying. Not sure where the call is.
It's obviously in the area of either pass interference or illegal contact. I didn't personally see it, but like we always say, don't argue with the Zebras. But on that play call, though, fantastic play by Coach Cross with the all-out blitz. I mean, you saw Dejan Lee jumping over the center almost, trying to get to that quarterback, making him Gastrick, having to go and hurry up the throw.
Early indication is that's going to be on the Rams as they're talking to the captains of the Warhawks. You also got to think, is that ball uncatchable? It was out in front of the receiver. He didn't look like there was much contact after the pass. It looked like it was an uncatchable pass, in which the rule is you can't hit him if it's not going to be hit anywhere near him. Interesting call by the Zebras. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
For those of you tuning in, the Zebras are not a team.
Handoff up the middle. He cuts back and not getting much. That is Nicholas Ruff, number 5, the senior, getting the stick. Maybe give him a yard, maybe not even that.
You see a lot of seniors making big plays tonight. Obviously, like we said earlier, it's their last homecoming game, as we see a little bit of no huddle there from the Warhawks.
Takes a snap. Quarterback keeper Gastrick has it over the 50 and getting the first down. Good keep by Gastrick, and that's the first time we've seen the Warhawks get a significant chunk of yardage on the ground.
That's a great run by Gastrick there, really lowering his shoulder, taking the hits, and getting the yards.
I definitely agree. Gastrick actually reminds me of kind of like a Jack Roulette type quarterback. He has a mobility as well.
Handoff up the middle. Not much there. Maybe give him 4. It might not actually, I'm going to contradict myself. I might not see much, but 4 yards, just the same argument as Roman Lowry, that really adds up.
Exactly. Like we said, we'll take that any day of the week.
Snap. Keeping it quick. Here's Gastrick. Over the 45, down to the 35 now. Over the 40, has a first down. Another good run by Gastrick, keeping it himself.
And this Warhawk offense coming out here and really baffling the Rams defense. They're expecting a pass, and they've hit him with 3 runs in a row. Gastrick thus far, the leading rusher for the Warhawks.
1st and 10 for the Warhawks. Takes a snap, looking right, throwing there, and is caught on the 30-yard line to the 25. Nick Roth in there, along with Jack Roulette, trying to tear the ball out. He's going to be close to the first down. Not sure if he has it. 7:49, 7-0 Rams. I think it's going to be a 2nd and short but good passing by Gastrick. They're really starting to click here, the Warhawks.
I think they're realizing, I mean, the Rams did not expect, like you said, they're baffled, really. I mean, they did not expect them to come out here with a no huddle, and they're trying to wear down the herd.
Pass out to their left. Caught by 5 and then taken down up over the 25-yard line. And that is DeMarcus Birdsong with the tackle. It'll be first down and 10 for the Warhawks along 24-yard line.
I love the intensity by DeMarcus Birdsong and the rest of the secondary. Even though they're letting up some passes, they're making sure that they get back after it.
Pass out of bounds. Oh, it's a touchdown. Gastrick fires to the end zone. It is caught, and a touchdown for the Warhawks from the 24-yard line. They capitalize on this drive where they finally got things clicking. 7-6. We're way on the extra point.
Great throw by Gastrick, but an even better route run, double move there by number 5, Matt Paisigloplo. I'm so sorry. Anyway, there is an interesting formation, almost copycats of the Rams here with the Warhawks.
That's really interesting there.
Maybe
just about the same.
Hey, maybe you'll get success. Maybe that's why we're undefeated.
Snap, the hold. Kick is up. It looks good.
Almost blocked there by Marcus Denham, but going back to that play, good double move there by number 5, the wide receiver for the Warhawks. I mean, he was able to cut outside and then cut back in, and that kind of had DeMarcus Birdsong, pardon me, thinking a little bit, and that 1 second of thinking had him get beat, and sadly he just couldn't recover. But you know what? The Rams have to just shake it off, go back on with offense, drive it back down the field, and get it done.
And ladies and gentlemen, we currently have a tie game here in Coffee Stadium, 7-7 with 7:19 left in the second quarter.
Be interesting to see here. We want to see another real long drive by the Rams. Because, you know, with Gastrick in this rhythm, you don't want to give him the ball back at the moment. You want him to sit and think about things for a little bit.
Definitely, exactly like we did with our last. We have to remember, there's only been one Ram drive, and we're already almost halfway through the second quarter. I mean, Pardon me, it's been 2 drives. I'm sorry. Remember, our math isn't very good. Anyway, but we have to remember, they can hold the ball on. I mean, their first drive was 8 minutes long, so they need to do that exact same thing and try to bring us into the half, if possible, on this drive.
It's Ryan 7-19 to go in the second tied ball game. The Rams will get it. That is Birdsong and Denham. Back there to get it. It squeaks over, looking for, is that Denham? Looks like Birdsong. He has a long sideline. Gets to the 30. Good return. DeMarcus Birdsong keeps it up over the 30. Great 33-yard return for Birdsong.
Fantastic return by DeMarcus Birdsong, and good awareness to make sure that he didn't let the ball go into the end zone, because in high school you cannot recover the ball from the end zone. It's an automatic touchback if it crosses that goal line. So he took that from pretty much the 1 and was able to bring that all the way back past the 30, as you said, for a 33-yard return. Good run there by DeMarcus Birdsong.
First and 10, 35-yard line, 7-12. Roulette and company to take it. The snap. Hand off to Lowry, and he is absolutely demolished a yard into the backfield. They had that play smelled out in a beat before the snap even happened.
Number 40, Joe Kashuda of the Warhawks, having none of that as he takes down the Robinson Ram who rushed out. Who rushed that, Jack?
That was Roman Lowry, number 33, Roman Lowry.
Definitely. I mean, like I said, number 40 is the guy. Number 40 is Joe Kashuda. He's the all-star of this defense.
Dear. Just about everyone but Nick Rupert, the center, knew that snap count. The whole line went. That's one of those you can't really say a number. It's just the entire offense.
Yeah.
All-star.
It's always a pretty funny moment for the Zebras when they say entire offensive line or something like that. It always gives the crowd a good laugh. But there is nothing to laugh about it, ladies and gentlemen.
The crowd a good laugh, but Scott Vossler hard.
Oh, no, definitely. We cannot let these penalties continue. I mean, like you said, this has been a trouble all year long for the Rams. We can't have tissues flying matching with the same color matching as our pants. If they're a different color, that's fine. But I mean, not the yellow. It's just, I'm not digging the yellow pants.
6:35, 2:16. At the 29-yard line, Roulette and company to take it. They have Esposito and Buzzle in there for tight end, along with Foncha, Lowry, and Denham. Roulette. The snap. Pass hand off to Denham. The ball is loose. Ball's on the ground. Really had to stretch out to try to get to Denham, who has it. The Rams indicate they have it, and they do. And hey, give them about
5-yard gain by Roman Lowry. There we go.
And they were playing the whole time. So
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was the homecoming play. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
And with this long third down, haven't been getting much yards off the rush. Jack, what do you think they're going to do? Pass or run?
You got to think with Grant checking into the game, along with Esposito on the left side, they're going to go pass. They don't. Here's Lowry, left side. Tries to cut it upfield. He does, but not getting much. Just shy of the 40. It's going to be 4th down.
Roman Lowry on the carry. Brought down the play by Sam.
Like I said earlier, the Rams and Vosler and company are definitely going to just continue to stick to this run game. I mean, when you're a running offense, you have to realize there's going to be some good plays, and then there's obviously going to be plays that are bad, and it's not always going to work, but when it does, man, does it feel good.
And this is exactly the situation they did not want to get in. They have a guy as Gastric ready to all firing all cylinders, and they're giving the ball right back to him, not getting a whole lengthy drive as they wanted.
Hey, you know what? This just shows the confidence that Coach Vosler has in his defense.
High snap, in Rockwood able to take it, boots it away, gets another beauty out. It's a high spinning ball. They be taken at the 15-yard line, not cut in. He gets by half the herd, not the second half, as Denham takes him down along the 20-yard line, and that is what Gastric and company will take over. With 4:49, we're tied here at 7 in Coffee Stadium at homecoming night.
As always, a fantastic punt by Aiden Rockwood. That was, what, a 40, 50-yard punt? That's ridiculous. That's an NFL-type punt there. I mean, fantastic punt there, putting them deep in their own territory as Gastric and company try to drive down the field and take a lead in this game.
1st and 10. With a backfield. This actually seemed to be working for the Warhawks. Here's Gastric looking for the pass. Pumps once. Looking right. Throwing downfield for the bundle. Overthrows his receiver. Number 1 has a good pump fake. He really had Rams biting. Just overthrew his receiver.
Hey, you know what? Who didn't bite there, though, is DeMarcus Birdsong. Fantastic coverage. Making up for that mistake that he had there on the touchdown throw. Able to redeem himself a little bit there. Tight coverage there. Not allowing that ball to be placed.
2nd and 10 for the Warhawks with 4:43 to go in the first half at the 20-yard line. 2-by-1 formation. Gastric, hand up the middle. Up over the 25-yard line, close to the 30. It's going to be 3rd and short. And this is a bit of concern. They're starting to get this run game going too, so that gives you really you can't stop the run, you can't stop the pass, and they're both working for you. What do you defend?
This is definitely a big opportunity for the Rams defense. They have to try to stop them here. They can keep that to a short drive and get the ball back with still plenty of time left in this first half. That would be gold for them, but
just really stop at least one aspect. Stop the run game, stop the pass, but stop something so you can start getting a rhythm.
Something. That's very rare to see him not be able to stop anything.
Gastric, handoff up the middle, and there you go. Patrick Robinson closes down, knocks him down. It'll be 4th down. Good stop by the D lineman, Patrick Robinson. That's the 3rd big tackle he's had tonight.
Yeah, Patrick Robinson Sr. really stepping up tonight here at homecoming. Getting a lot of big stops. And the Warhawks run straight into that blitz, and they appear to be going for it.
It's okay. They gave me some changes and didn't give me that change. Punting formation here, 4th down. So 2 quick punts by both these offenses. Oh, there's some pressure. It's blocked! It's blocked! Marcus Denham going for it! He has it! Touchdown! Robinson! Marcus Denham getting the block punt, squeaking into the end zone. We have a score, 13-7. Your Rams are up. Marcus Denham.
Fantastic play there by Marcus Denham. I told you all earlier in this season that I get a point too now. And earlier in this season,
Keith, you're lacking.
Yeah, you're slacking, man. But anyway, rookies, am I right? Anyway, so, but Marcus Denham, I told you, he absolutely loves the punt block and the field goal block. He loves being able to use that quick speed of his. Fantastic laying out there by Marcus Denham. And he picked it up too. Just stood there in the end zone, letting everyone know who scored.
Extra point. Snap. The hold. Kick is up. It is good. 14-0. You know, I'm just pretty sure Marcus Denham is trying to score in every which way possible this season. He has passing touchdowns. He has rushing touchdowns. And, hey, give him a special teams touchdown. Marcus Denham has to be the MVP in this 5-0 season thus far.
And Robinson's special teams, not many people may think of them, not many people may notice them on the field, but they proved tonight they are not to be trifled with. Got the punt block, and they returned it for 6.
I like that word, trifled with. Ryan Keith bringing new insights, and he's the grammar that we are so awful at. He brings new responsibility and new capability with the English language.
Doing my best, Shaun.
There we go. All right, maybe the rookie isn't so bad after all.
Maybe we'll keep him around.
We still make him get us food, though.
We'll have Ryan up here in the booth as Aiden Rockwood's lining up there to boot this one away in a 14-7 game with 3:21 in the second quarter. Little squib kick coming from Rockwood. Squeaks along the 15-yard line. He's good at those squib kicks. Taking the 20, 25. Cuts it upfield. Can't get much after that. He's taken down at the 25-yard line, and that is where Gastrick and company will take over.
You know what's crazy? Is that was actually a maximum protection formation for the punt team there for the Warhawks. And you have to remember, the punter was literally 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and Marcus Denham covered 15 yards in about less than 2 seconds. That's absolutely ridiculous. So it just shows the capability that Marcus Denham has, and God, we love that he's on our team.
3-14. 3-by-1 formation. Here's Gastrick. Throwing to the left side. It wasn't really on the same page there with his receiver. The ball was behind him before he even turned around.
Bit of a miscommunication there between quarterback and receiver. Good news for the Rams, because now it's a 2nd down and 10. Very rare there for Rams thus far this season. I mean, they haven't really had anybody really challenge them. I would say maybe Lake Braddock would be the only other team that comes to mind. But defensively, they've been ridiculously sound throughout this entire season, and Madison's giving it to them.
3-by-1 again, 3 to the right. Gastrick in the shotgun. Takes snap, keeps it himself up the middle, and is taken down in the backfield. I'd like to see the number there. Who got him? It looks like number 60, Max Strain, with the tackle. Good place thus far by the Rams defensive line as they go nowhere. And a 3rd and 10 coming up at the 26.
In football, we call that the read option, and we definitely make sure the defense, they have to take their responsibilities. Good job there by Yayan Israel, making sure that he takes the the pitch guy, the running back, and good job by the rest of the herd to get the quarterback.
Empty backfield, 3 out to the right, 2 to the left. Gastrick in the shotgun. With the snap. Under some pressure, has to step up. Might not get away. And he is taken down. Matthew Strain gets the sack. It'll be 4th and about 2 miles here for the Warhawks. Matt Strain closing down, takes down Gastrick.
And there we saw Gastrick alone in the backfield. No running back to give him a little support, a little bit of help. Stood in the pocket a little too long. Couldn't get that ball out quick enough. And the D-line there to make him pay with the sack.
Huge stop there by the Rams defense. I mean, 4th down and 15 now for the Warhawks. They're going to have to kick it. And when you look at it, actually after that, following that play, it was Coach Vossler running all the way down the field. I actually think Coach Vossler might have a better 40 time than some of these other players, seeing him run down the field to get that timeout call. Fantastic effort there by Vossler.
Timeout for the Rams.
Coach, you're the real MVP.
Yeah, timeout for the Rams. 2:16 to go in the second. 14-7, Rams up. Denham with a special teams block, and Jack Roulette with a 2-yard run. Here's a snap. Under some pressure again. He gets it off this time. Oh, my God. He had me up on my feet. It's a short boot. It's going to squeak all the way down, get into the 35-yard line. It ends up being a pretty decent punt, but old Jiminy Christmas, he is close.
You know what I actually just realized? As there's apparently
What's happening?
What?
Is it Rams ball?
They're calling that it might have hit possibly a Rams hit or player,
Is said to hit off a Ram defender.
which then would make it a live ball for Madison to pick up, and I guess
Oh
that's
my
what
goodness.
they're calling. I didn't personally see it.
So it was Madison ball at the up over the 50 to about the 37-yard line. That is a strange call.
Gosler is irate on the sideline. I mean, he is absolutely giving it to the referee. He cannot stand. The headset's off, the clipboard's down. There's no stopping him. However, going back on that play, really the first time we've seen the pressure there on the punt, and reason being is the first time Marcus Denham wasn't back there to return. He was there for the block. We actually saw Jack Rowlett back there to return.
3-by-1 formation, 3 out to the right. Gastrick in the shotgun, takes the snap. Looking right, throwing there, a little short and behind his receiver. It's going to go incomplete, 2nd and 10. He was open, though. There's no doubt about that. He was definitely open.
Brings up 2nd and 10 with 2:02 to go.
2nd
in
and
the
10.
half.
2 to go in the half. Well, the clock stopped. They're threatening. They're threatening up over the 50.
They are. I personally don't understand what that call was, but moving on, there was now they're in Rams territory. They're going to run a 2-minute drill and try to go no huddle again probably.
3-by-1. Gastrick in the shotgun. He takes a snap, rolling out to the right. Gets a block, steps up in the pocket. Now throwing downfield. It is caught along the sideline. Past the 25-yard line to about the 24. 1st and 10 and out of bounds. Good completion, good pitch and catch from Gastrick. Completing up over the 25-yard line to the 23. 154. 1st and 10, Warhawks.
They really like this bootleg play where they roll Gastrick out either to the left or right, and then they have usually either a tight end or a slot receiver cut in on a really small slant route to the inside, allowing for a short pass.
Another 3-by-1, this time to the left. Gastrick in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking left, throwing there, caught by 14, steps inside to the 15-yard line, and then taken down at about the 11. He's going to have the first down, and the clock stops. No, still driving, or still clicking, 142, 141, and counting on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10, Warhawks.
Another good hit there by Dejon Lee. I mean, I love the intensity of this defense. Even if they don't get it on the initial part of the play, they're still going to make sure that they hit the guy and have the opportunity for possibly a fumble.
Interesting call here for Madison, looking to huddle up. I think they have plenty of time.
I think they're trying to chew the clock down, realizing that there might be a possibility of them scoring early here, and they don't want to give the Rams the opportunity to have the ball back.
3-by-1 formation out to the right. Here's Gastrick. Takes a snap. Looking pass. Under some pressure. Hit as he thrown. Ball is up in the air over everyone, and Gastrick really felt it that time. That was Nick Roth, I believe, gets the pressure. And then Patrick Robinson, according to Hazard. Patrick Robinson's been all over the place tonight.
I don't think Gastrick really likes the taste of lamb because the herd just destroyed him there. I mean, I'm going to say one thing. That was a huge hit on the quarterback there.
I think we really need to keep track of how many times we say herd in one broadcast.
I can't count that high.
Yeah, that's tough. We're not good at math.
We're already bad at math.
We've learned that. 2-by-2 formation. Gastrick in the shotgun takes a snap. Looking pass. Over to the left side. Flip for the end zone. Caught. Is he inbounds? Yes, touchdown, Madison. They float one to the left side of the end zone. Caught in the back corner. They get up. They're down 14-13, looming this extra point to tie it up with 1:14 in the second quarter. Through the air, Gastrick has scored for the Warhawks, 14-13, looming this extra point.
After that punt block, I thought that there was I would want to say that there was definitely some enthusiasm on the sideline from the Rams after that punt block, but for a touchdown. But you can just see that the life was sucked out of this Rams team on the sideline.
Snap. The hold is nearly blocked. I don't think they got it. That is Denham getting close there again. It goes up through the uprights, and we are tied here at 14 at Coffee Stadium here on homecoming night. 1:14 to go. Robinson Rams, Madison Warhawks. We're tied at 14.
And as you were saying, Shaun, we've seen a real momentum change here. The Rams are about to get the ball back, being up 7. However, after that punt debacle, Warhawks regain possession, drive down, score a touchdown, tie this game up. Momentum has changed, however. Luckily for the Rams, we're a minute and 14 seconds away from the halftime, and hopefully we'll be able to recoup and come back in this game and take home the W.
I'll tell you one thing, though. The Rams are not happy. I mean, they've blown out every single team that they played except for Lake Braddock. And man, this is definitely not who they expected to be tied up here at halftime, especially a homecoming game. But you know what, man? Even if it's not going to be a blowout, these fans get their money's worth. This is going to be a good game.
114. Madison out to boot this one away. Now the Rams getting a chance to try their 2-minute offense. Long boot away. It's going to squeak into the end zone. Taken by Birdsong. He should just let that go, and they're going to call it anyways because he was in the end zone. Guess he just want to show off his catching ability there.
Touchback on the play.
Touchback on the play. Rams will take it at the 20. Jack Roulette and company gain a chance to march it on downfield. This is a time I want to be surprised if we see a lot of things through the air as running the ball, just shoot it on down.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, it's really just the amazing passing ability. Obviously, you have to give credit to Jack Roulette. So we know that he has that capability to heave it down the field. We saw him have those 2 Johnny Manziel-like plays the past 2 weeks. But I would definitely say that there might be a running play. Vossler might want to try to bring this one into the half.
Handoff. Shaun Foncha spins his way out of the tackle up over the 25-yard line to the 26. Going to have 6 yards. The clock is clicking with just over a minute to go. 1:02 to be exact now. 1:01 and counting. 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
And Shaun Foncha on the carry. Gain of 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Roulette, handoff, Denham, right side, cuts it upfield and taken down at just shy of line of scrimmage. I think he's going to lose one, and the clock's clicking. 40 seconds to go. Maybe a loss of 1. I think they're going to give him a gain at all.
I think after that, I mean, they just really want to get into this half and just really want to, because we have to remember, they get the ball back at the beginning of the second half. They will get the ball. So I think Vossler is just going to take this one into the half, get some momentum back, talk to his guys, make some adjustments, obviously, and then come back with a fresh start. Because really, if you think about it, 14-14, this is a whole new ball game, 0-0 pretty much, coming into the second half.
3rd and 5. Handoff, Lowry, left side, looks coming up field. He does. He gets away. Roman Lowry to the 35-yard line. The clock going to stop. 2 seconds and 1, and that'll be a halftime. Good run by Roman Lowry to end the half. At halftime, your Rams 14, Madison Warhawks 14, and Madison just picking apart the Rams through the air. Good first half and a tied ball game. Going into halftime, what do you like to see there, Ryan?
Well, I'd like to see the Rams utilize their pass game a little more. A lot of rushing we've seen thus far, and it appears the Warhawks have picked up on that.
Good first half there to see. What are your stars of the first half there, Shaun?
Well, I mean, I have to give it to Marcus Denham. We saw the amazing punt block, and still obviously has always been making an impact on offense as well. Defensive-wise, I think I'm going to give it to Patrick Robinson, having several big hits and big tackles late early in this game. But you know what? Even though they got to keep their heads held high, it's still a close ball game. Like I said earlier, pretty much 0-0. They just got to go into this second half ready to roll, just as they were coming into this game. Get ready to go.
Well, that'll do it for the first half in a tied ball game. Your Rams are tied with the Madison Warhawks at 14 here at homecoming down in Coffee Stadium. Jack Roulette with a score and Marcus Denham with a score for Shaun Salehi, Ryan Keith. We'll see you at the start of the second half. Grandma, get right over into the fast lane. We're ready to start. Bingo game is all ready to roll. As we're just ready to go into the second half. Out the booted away is the Warhawks, and we're underway. Going to go dangerously close to the sideline, taken by Birdsong. Gets a hole, 25 to the 30. Block. Running through a few players and cut down at the 30-yard line, and that is where they will start.
Another fantastic return there by DeMarcus Birdsong. That's 2 30-plus yard returns from almost the 1 for DeMarcus Birdsong this game. Good job by DeMarcus Birdsong.
1st and 10 for the Warhawks at the 30, or for the Rams at the 31. I'm sorry, I've been working SGA events all day. I'm still a little rusty.
It's been a bye week. We've had a little bit of a break. We have to shake off the rust a little bit.
Not gonna lie, I ran about 2 miles with a minute left before the start and the end of the school. It's been a long day. Hand off to Shaun Foncha. Not getting much, maybe 2 yards. That's about it. Foncha with the carry for almost 2, and right out of the gate there, Ryan, you said it. you said about the first half, they were able to stop this run, and then right again, they're able to stop this.
And it'll be interesting to see how the Robinson offense adapts to this defense, Warhawks defense, really stepping up their game and slowing down this killer run.
Killer run, I like it. That's the first time I heard that phrase. For this
Number
run
40,
before.
Joe
You
Costa
got another one.
is definitely, like I said, he's the superstar of this Warhawks defense. He's been blitzing on almost every single play as the Rams try to stop him going forward.
Handoff, Denham up over the 40-yard line. Give him about 5 yards, maybe 6. Good pop and run for Denham, and he makes that 3rd and short. Good run by Denham to set up his team.
Brought down by Ryan Barrett.
Number 77, Chandler Monahan there with the tackle, and he is a big boy sitting there at 6'5", 275 pounds. An absolute monster of an individual in high school. Warhawks definitely have to be happy to have him on the interior of their defensive line.
They're going to spot it at 3rd and 2 at the 40-yard line with 10:42. 14-14 game. Here's Roulette. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself. Shakes by a defender. Good fancy little run by Roulette. Gets to the 45-yard line in the 1st and 10. Roulette putting on the moves there.
And Roulette really displaying why he is a D1 athlete. He's going to UNC for lacrosse, and he's pulling out those moves there. That nice little spin gets the first down.
Ryan, you're a teammate of Roulette for the lacrosse team. Well, that looked just like one of his lacrosse moves there, getting around a defender. Just put a stick in his hand, and there's almost no difference.
Yeah, and he's a joy to play with, a real contender, and we see that on the lacrosse field and, of course, on the football field here tonight.
Jack Roulette. Handoff, Lowry, left side, looks to cut upfield. He might have room. No, he does not. He is taken down maybe an inch or two in the backfield. Not going to get anything, if not much. And they're really taking away these outside runs. And you know, that's kind of when you know you're in trouble. That's the bread and butter of this Rams team. That was outside runs. Week 1, week 2, that was an automatic touchdown. And right there, they get stopped for a loss of yards.
Yeah, that sweep play is definitely something that they love to do, the sweep and the dive. But you know what? Like Ryan said earlier, I mean, and it was one of my keys to the game, and it hasn't really been going for me. I mean, I think they should be passing it a little bit more. I mean, I'm not going to tell the coaches how to coach, but if the run's not working, might as well pass it.
Here's Roulette. Handoff. Foncha gets a good chunk of yards, maybe 8. Scratch that. That is Marcus Denham. It's tough between those two. They're such similar body types. Up over the 50-yard line, an inch over that. It's going to be 3rd and 5 as Lavaris Grant, the catching freak, checks into the game on a 3rd and 5. Yeah, I think that has to be passing. Just gives it the big option for a pass at least.
Definitely.
Maybe even a play action here.
Yeah, they had a good play on that in the first half. We'll see what they can do here. Roulette. Pitch play out. Here's Foncha. Knocked down in the backfield. Still chugging his way up over the 50. Spoke too soon. He doesn't get much, but he does get some on a broken play. Good job by Foncha. Do they go for it?
What did I call him? What do I always call this man? I call him the next Joe Wilson.
The next Joe. Oh my! I should have known that. That's
Wilson.
one I should have known. I'm mad at myself. That's just
this is
unfair.
honestly,
you know I've been going since 7 this morning. That's just unfair.
Hey, you know what? We all have. I mean, that's all right. It's like we said. It's been 2 weeks, but next year he never gives up. I love his intensity. He's always playing until the whistle. If somebody doesn't tell him that he's down, he's going to keep chugging those legs.
Roulette. They're going for a 4th down. Handoff to the next Joe Wilson. Up close to the 1st down. Shaun thinks he has it. We'll see. I think he's at the 35-yard line. According to the sticks, he should have it.
They're giving it to him.
Close. Oh, it's close.
Based on the sticks, it appears that the sticks is just a few inches shy of the 45, and they're going to be putting it on literally the 45.
You know, I think it's going to be right in the middle. I think he has it. I think there's no way he doesn't have it. In my humble opinion, I don't think there's no way he doesn't have it. And a 1st down for the Ram. Shaun Foncha able to get enough. Good determination on the play. Converts the 4th down. 1st and 10, 45-yard line. Rams keep it.
And the fourth down call is always a risky one for a coach. However, this time it pays off for Vossler as the Rams the Rams still have possession of the ball and continue this drive.
And they are 3 for 3 tonight on third down conversions.
Roulette, handoff, double reverse play to Denham. Going to have a chunk of yards, 35, 30, 25, 20. Up over the sideline to the 15-yard line. Good run by Denham. Excellent setup by the Rams. They're right back in it in this running attack. And Nick Rupert is fired up down there.
Great run by Denham. Even better play call there from Coach Scott Vossler. I love the double reverse call there. I mean, it fooled almost everybody here in the stadium, definitely including the Madison Warhawks.
Fooled everyone but their play-by-play man. Anyway, Robinson Rams have it in the 1st and 10 to the 17-yard line. Yeah, I like that one, Shaun. Here's Roulette. Handoff. Fanshawe up in the middle. Lowry, my mistake, to the 7-yard line. See him rolling. Roman Lowry up to close to the 1st down. I think he's going to have it 1st and goal, I believe, for the Rams.
And the Rams with 2 major run plays back-to-back. This defense is going to have to step it up and keep doing what they were doing if they want to stop this Rams offense, because once they get going, it's hard to stop, Jack.
Another thing to mention is it's 7:30 left in this third quarter. Rams have had the ball for a decent amount of time. Another good long drive by the Rams.
Roulette, handoff. Denham puts his shoulder down, not going to get much. Maybe 2. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
You know what? See, I actually think Ryan and Jack, they have Tucker Bazellin and Navaris Grant. Maybe they might throw a screen goal line fade. They might very well throw a goal line fade here. So
that is interesting. Here's handoff. Fanshawe stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And that's an interesting call there, Shaun, with a run play call with that personnel in. You would think you want to have Esposito in there if you're going to block. And I'm surprised I didn't throw out with that personnel in there.
They might be doing that to surprise the Warhawks. I mean, we have no idea though. Wheels are churning inside the mind of Coach Vossler, and you know what? It's working. So I'm not going to question it. As Esposito now comes back into the game.
As Esposito and Buzzle in, usually they're stern blocking backs. And Denham split out to the left. Here's Roulette. Handoff. Keeps it himself. Going for the end zone. He is in. Touchdown. Robinson. Jack Roulette keeps it himself. Does the work. Scores his 2nd of the night. 20-14. Rams retake the lead against Madison.
Jack Roulette displaying his athleticism there. Jack running for the touchdown, keeping himself and beating everyone out there and getting the 6 points up on the board.
Fantastic play call there by Coach Vossler, faking the inside run, and it was actually a read option. It was all Jack Roulette's decision. Jack decided to keep it. All the Warhawks defenders bid on the fake, and he walked into the end zone.
Snap the hold. Kick is up. He got blocked and is no good. I don't know that got blocked or there's a bad hold or what happened.
That was blocked.
Yeah.
Rams contesting that call. They think that they had the field goal.
They're talking about it. As it stands, it's 20-14, 6:05 to go. The Rams retake the lead, have a chance to go out and stop Madison's offense.
I do believe that actually went over the crossbar.
Yeah, I did too. I was surprised. I was very surprised by that call.
That's one problem we have here with high school football is we sadly cannot offer instant replay to their officials, and they can't sometimes make up for some of these calls.
You know, give it about 5 years. I'm sure they'll have it for high school.
Oh, hopefully.
Maybe somewhere down in Texas.
You know what? No. We'll be the first to bring it to you.
There you go.
I can't promise it this year.
You need.
I can't promise it this year, but it will be here.
Tell you what, right now, folks, we're looking at instant replay. We know there's a snap, the hold. It's tough to see. We're not sure their visual looks were that it went over. Tough to see. You got to go with the Zebras call, though. It's 20-14 as Aiden Rockwood boots this one away. It's another squibber. Gets out to the 35. Now to 35 and taken down there. And that is where Gastric and such will take it over.
And the Warhawks looking to continue their thus far successful passing game. I've gotten 2 TDs off of it thus far and numerous yards. We'll see for them to look at that again, starting their first drive of the second half.
Sorry, Ryan. There, after looking at that replay in a better quality, I did see that went over. It's a missed call there by the referees.
The snap. Looking for the pass. Looking to right. Caught in under pressure. Unbelievable catch by the Madison receiver. He had Birdsong in almost excellent position and unbelievable. It was a one-arm grab.
I wouldn't say almost excellent position. That was excellent position. Fantastic catch there for the as the Warhawks appear to go no huddle. As he's in the shotgun, he
keeps himself. Here's Gastric up over the 45-yard line to the 47. It'll be a first down.
Quarterback keeper by Jason Gastrop. Brought down on the play by Eric Siegel. First down, Madison.
1st and 10, Madison. Gastric takes it. Handoff up the middle, up over the 50. Give him 5 yards on the run, and right back again. Madison's offense is firing on all cylinders.
John, this is Viola.
Warhawks still going no huddle.
Gastric takes a snap, keeps it himself, right side, cuts it upfield to the 45-yard line, maybe just shy there. Taken down by the herd, gains about 3. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Bringing up what we were discussing earlier this game, Jack, we were talking about the hits that these other teams' quarterbacks have been taking as the Warhawks take a timeout. Obviously not happy with the personnel on the field. But we've been talking about how other previous quarterbacks that Robinson has faced has taken punishment from this defensive line and among the others. I would definitely say I'm surprised by this Madison Warhawk offense to be using so much of the read option and exposing, if I should say, their quarterback, because he's taking a lot of big hits going downfield as well.
3rd and 2, 45-yard line, and another timeout taken or flagged?
Well, it can't be a timeout taken by the same team twice.
Delay game. Explain to me how that happens on a timeout.
Well, it's simple. Somebody didn't do their job correctly.
Wow, okay.
So, I mean, because honestly, the reason you take a timeout is to give yourself more time on the play clock, and they managed to diminish all of that as well. So, there was obviously an error somewhere in the system. I'm not complaining. It's a longer 3rd down try for them.
3rd and about 7 for Madison. They take the snap. Here's Gastric in the pocket. There's some pressure. Flowing deep for the bundle. Cut. Bundle number 1 goes for the end zone, and he has it. Touchdown through the air. A long 50-yard bomb from Gastric. He scored. As we stand, it's all tied up at 20. We'll see this extra point.
Jason Gastric to number 1, Nate Williams, for the touchdown connection there. And that was, hate to say, but that was a pretty beautiful throw.
You can't deny that. That's undeniable.
Deep in the air, floated right where it had to be, and the Warhawks tie this game up and are looking to take the lead with this extra point here.
They go back to the regular extra point formation. Chance to take the lead. The snap, the hold, kick is up, almost blocked. Oh my goodness, Marcus Denham was an inch away. He could not get that. It is up and good. Madison, for the first time tonight, takes the lead 21-20.
Now it's up to the Robinson Rams to rebound, and they are given another drive coming up, and we'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So that was sadly just a blown coverage there by safety Wesley Richmond on that deep ball play. Went on the inside, thought they had an inside zone. Turned out that he had the outside man. Didn't have the correct communication with his corner there with Jack Roulette. Jack took the second receiver, cut into the inside, leaving a wide open receiver on the outside, and you all know what happened next. So,
on that extra point there, Denham listed as 5'10". If he is 5'11", block punt, block extra point.
There you go.
That's how close he was. He was an inch away.
Hey, it's the struggle for us shorter people playing football. But you know what? I don't think Marcus Denham's complaining.
What I always tell people whenever they made fun of my height playing is like, hey, I can get lower than you.
There you go. Low man wins.
Low man wins. That is the #1 golden rule of football.
There you go.
And Marcus Denham truly proves that. Only at 5'10", hey, he'll blow through some players.
Angry
He's
Speedy
unbelievable.
Gonzalez.
I love it.
Angry Speedy Gonzalez.
4-12 to go in the third. Madison takes the lead, 21-20. They boot this one away. Birdsong has it. And he steps into the end zone. He would have a good return on that one. Birdsong definitely not happy about that call.
I am not happy either.
Shaun's not happy.
I'm not happy either. First of all, you cannot wait to call them after he's run 20 yards down the field. And second of all, obviously he took all of his effort and jumped up as high as he could, got the ball, made sure both feet were inbounds on the one, and then had a wide open lane. That could have been a touchdown, folks. And we're going to see whether or not that call impacts this game, but I definitely do not agree with that call. But you know what? I'm just a commentator. I don't have any control over what the Zebras do out there.
20-yard line, Roulette and company take over. 4-10. Roulette, handoff. I think that's Denham. Up over 25-yard line to the 27. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Rams.
And Shaun, do you think that the passing game for the Rams is going to make an appearance on this drive, or are they going to stick to the run?
That's a good question. Honestly, looking at this, I would say that they might continue to run it just to bring it into the fourth quarter guarantee, and then once the fourth quarter rolls around, we might see a little bit more of the pass.
Handoff, Lowry up the middle. Ryan was still chugging away, and so was he. He got lost in the scramble, gets over to the 35-yard line, and has the first down. Good 8-yard run by Roman Lowry, and that's just pure determination, rolling through people, following his blockers, and then taking it down 8 yards and getting the first down. Unbelievable run.
You could almost say that he was steamrolling down the field.
One might say that.
Steamrolling Roman Lowry. I absolutely love the way he runs, man. Such a physical runner.
Here's Roulette. Handoff, Foncha this time. He gets met at the line of scrimmage. Gains maybe a yard. Shaun Foncha with the carry. And at 3:15 to go. The Rams have it at the 39-yard line. They'll give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. And to answer your question there, Ryan, so far we've seen the Rams just sticking with their run, and that's and the question is why not? It's got you to this 5-0 season. Why not stick with the run? Here's Roulette. Handoff, Denham, right side. Looks to cut it upfield. He does. Looking for the 40-yard line. He cannot. Gets maybe a yard. And yet again, the Madison Warhawks have been shutting down this bread and butter play, these outside stretch runs.
Yeah, this Warhawk D-line really doing their all to clog up these holes, not giving the 3 running backs in the backfield for the Rams much room to run with.
Roulette takes a snap. Handoff, Lowry up the middle, chucking away at it. Still fighting for it. Maybe gets a yard, though. Not with a lack of effort. However, he only gets about a yard. It'll be 4th down. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if they went for it. I think they should just boot this one away. It does not look. Yeah, they are. They're going to boot this one away as Aiden Rockwood and company take the field. The Rams have been stopped on this drive.
And that run brings up 4th down for the Rams.
And the Rams looking to boot this one away, and the Warhawks looking to perhaps mimic what they did last drive and score another touchdown. We'll see.
1:36 and counting. Aiden Rockwood back to boot it. It's a fake punt. It's a fake punt taken by Dejan Lee, and there's a flag down as Dejan Lee broke through the line and would have been running at it. However, there's a flag down.
You know what? I don't understand why they're calling out a false start, but, man, you know what? The worst the worst part about this call is the fact that it came on the fake, and now you've blown the cover. They know it's coming in. They're obvious. The Warhawks are definitely going to know what's coming now, and they're probably just expect just a normal punt here. Yes.
Shaun had it. He was gone. You got to move on from it. Good snap. In Rockwood doesn't get most of it. Gets to the 35-yard line, out of bounds, maybe at 37. And that is where Gastric and the Madison Warhawks firing offense will take over.
A rare short punt there from Aiden Rockwood, and that really, I have to imagine that could possibly be a result from that call. I mean, that's blown momentum. You had a brilliant play call. Heck, that would have been an easy touchdown. We saw Dejon Lee with nobody within 50 feet of him, and he could have walked into the end zone. And after that call completely nullifying that play, I can't imagine Aiden Rockwood could have possibly gotten all of that on that punt.
And the Warhawks looking at great field position to start this drive.
Gastric takes a snap, handoff up the middle, right side, chased down by Dejon Lee. He gets the tackle on the line of scrimmage. Good stop by Dejon.
Dejon Lee still making plays, even if he can't provide on that fake punt. He's able to provide plays on defense, and man, he has been laying the wood on some of these Warhawk outside receivers.
Gastric fires over to the left side, nearly intercepted by Devontae Hicks.
Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Warhawks.
Good coverage again by DeMarcus Birdsong.
3rd and 9 looming for the Warhawks.
And thus far, the Rams making an impressive defensive stand. This is a pretty important one, Jack. For if the Warhawks can drive down and score, they'll be up by 8 going into the 4th.
3 by 1. The 3 being the fullback. Here's Gastric. Takes the snap. Looking pass. Under some pressure. Float one down the field. He overthrows everyone. Good pressure by Gastric. Good throw by Gastric. 32 seconds to go in the 3rd. You got to think that bad pass was a direct result for the pressure he saw.
Definitely, but you know what? You even saw the receiver still. He was pulling away even on that overthrown pass. It just shows the speed that the Warhawks have on the outside, and that's why they've scored on several of these long bombs down the field, because their speed is just ridiculous. And as we see, Marcus Denham is going to try to get another chance to go and block this punt as Jack Roulette is back to return it.
They were all back there. They just dove out for it, really got it. Out to the 20, near the 20-yard line. And that is where Jack Roulette and company will take over in a 21-20 ball game with 22 seconds to go in the 3rd. The Rams are down by 1.
I can't imagine that play actually being a returnable play. I feel like that play is actually strictly designed for a punt block. Jack Roulette's back there, and you have to remember Jack Roulette's starting both sides of the ball. Obviously, the quarterback do not want him to get hurt. I mean, we definitely have a great backup in Alex Miller, but still.
You're definitely not taking away from his running ability.
Yeah,
he is an unbelievable runner.
Whatsoever, you just do not want him to get hurt. I mean, that would be a huge blow, so I can't imagine him actually returning on that play.
Roulette, handoff. Here's Denham. Cuts it back again to the 30-yard line. Up over there. Gets a first down, and a late flag comes in. That looks like defensive territory there. We're not sure what the late flag is.
And Marcus Denham really taking advantage of that big hole provided to him by the O-line and just cutting it in and getting the yards.
Speaking of the O-line, the enforcers, the 2 guards, the Lars Stevenson and Mason Velasquez, both back healthy now. Lars Stevenson was out with a tweaked hamstring and wasn't really feeling well enough to play last game. Fantastic guys. I absolutely love this entire offensive line. I actually haven't brought them up today.
And there's a personal foul on the defense. And, Shaun, we're always talking about Donnie Water, Dejon Lee on defense. But then you look at this offensive line with Bass and Stevenson both playing there. They're also excellent examples of this young talent by this Rams team.
It's absolutely insane. I mean, both of them juniors, and majority of this offensive line is not a senior. So definitely a lot of youth and depth in this team.
Roulette. Handoff. Lowry met immediately in the backfield. There's number 40 again.
Joe Kashuda making another huge play.
That's why he's being recruited by 2 D1 schools, ladies and gentlemen.
Clock So shows 0. We're at the end of the third, going into the final quarter of this homecoming game. Your Robinson Rams are down 21-20. And guys, you can hear that stick from up here from Kashuta.
I will, ladies and gentlemen, as I do every single game, between the third and fourth quarter, I would like to thank everybody here, not only in attendance here, but those watching overseas and watching at home that are currently off duty. Thank you for your service. You're the ones who make us be able to broadcast this great game, be able to play this great sport, and most of all, be part of this great nation. Thank you all so much for your service. None of this would be possible without you all. And God bless the United States of America.
Yeah, there you go. Fourth quarter, just about to start. Rams down 21-20. Still with the ball on a 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 10 for the Rams as we start quarter number 4. And this quarter sponsored by Dr. David Hughes Orthodontist.
That's why I'm taller.
Our Robinson Game Day sponsor.
Here's Roulette. Handoff, left side, double reverse to Lowry. Breaking a tackle, still rolling down there up to the first down mark. Roman Lowry has the 9-yard run on the reverse. Steamrolling Roman Lowry with the first down.
Man, he's steamrolling over several of these Madison defenders, putting them on his highlight reel. Absolutely fantastic run there. And great play call once again by Scott Foster on that double reverse. That's really getting them every single time they call it. And I'm actually surprised. I have not seen that play all year, and they've called it several times tonight.
Roulette, hand off to Foncha. Gets 4 yards there. That's Marcus Denham. My mistake. I always get those two mixed up. Marcus Denham with the run. Getting about 4 yards.
And Oates. Gain of 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 6 on the Rams.
I like the slow pace the Rams are taking, making sure that this clock winds down. Even if they are down by 1 point, they just need to get in field goal range, and then they'll have the lead again.
Guys, for that little technical mishap we just had, we are back in action.
Roulette, handoff, Foncha. Shoulder down as a first down was gained by the Rams while we were off. Shaun Foncha gets 2. 2nd and 8, looming for the Rams.
Like I said, I like this slow pace that the Rams are taking. You see Jack Roulette are just walking over to the sideline to get the play call from Scott Bossler, and then walking back to the huddle. Okay, now there appears to be a slight more of a jog, but either way, you can definitely tell that they are taking their time trying to chew this clock down and keeping the ball out of Madison's hands.
Here's Roulette. Madison stacking the box as always. Takes the snap. Handoff. Lowry still going to the 15-yard line. Roman Lowry with the first down. I'll call it the 16-yard line. Great run. Roman Lowry up and over for a first down.
Roman Lowry, he's a big kid out there, but teams seem to forget he's also a speedster.
I was
found the hole and just
about to say that.
Yeah.
About to say. See, look, we're already clicking.
Great minds think alike, Shaun.
Indeed, they do. It's really one of his underrated traits. He can blow by people, and I don't think people realize it. But if you try to face him one-on-one, he's going to blow you up too.
Handoff. Lowry still chucking away at it, close to the 10-yard line. Give him 4.5, maybe 5. Good run, good couple runs in a row by Roman Lowry.
This is looking like some Robinson Ram football, ladies and gentlemen. Gains of 4s and 5s, and we're just driving down the field, chewing the clock down. Haven't really seen a pass in the past, 3 quarters?
Yeah. And that goes to the point where Ryan made, you wonder, you almost kind of ease to the pass, and it really shows the Rams' tendency of we're going to buy into this run and keep going until it works, and now it's starting to work.
Like I said, Vossler said that they're just going to run it down their throats.
Handoff, Foncha. Maybe just over the 10-yard line, maybe not more. Call it the 9. It's going to be second and 3, we'll call it. Maybe give him 2. It's 3rd and 3. My mistake. Thank you, Ryan. 8:51. 21-20. Rams are down, but driving.
It appears to be Shaun Foncha in the backfield.
And now here's Lowry. Roulette takes it, has to keep it himself, running over to the right side, tripping his way, cutting back, going for the end zone. He's close, takes it at the 2-yard line. I don't know if that was on purpose or a broken play. Who cares? It's a first down and goal for the Rams.
We call that a triple option. He has the option to not only he has three. We call it the triple option because he has 3 options. He has the ability to hand it off to Roman going up the middle, or if he doesn't choose to do that, he keeps it himself. And then he also has the opportunity to pitch it out to Shaun. He decided to keep it himself. Showed a little shake and bake there.
Handoff, roulette, keeps it himself, and he falls down.
I think he's short.
That's gonna be short. They're ready. For the first time I've ever seen this season, they're ready for the quarterback keep.
It doesn't seem, like you said, it doesn't seem that any team has been able to. But you know what? You know what about this? And it's funny. Me and Shaun were talking about it. Shaun was like, you know what, man? Me being the fullback and everything, I feel I should get some of these full first or 1-yard runs. I mean, I'm the fullback, so hopefully he gets it. But as they show Jack get it one more time.
In the end zone. He is in. Touchdown, Robinson. Jack Roulette getting the hat trick, runs it in from a yard out. Jack Roulette, 26-21. Rams retake the lead. Oh, Donna needs a donut.
I'll tell you one thing right now, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to go for 2. And it's as simple as this. They missed the last extra point. They need to get this 2-point conversion to be up by a full 7 points and keep Madison having to score a touchdown and an extra point. Because, however, this is risky. I mean, because if they miss it, then they're down by even more. But you know what? There's more reward than risk.
Roulette with a chance to convert and a false start. False start by the Rams. And that was the senior Josh Bloss jumping offside. You could tell how angry he was with himself afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
They're still going to go for it. They're still going. That's interesting. They're still going for it here. Jack Roulette stays on the field.
Like I said, I think it's more of a reward than risk because even if you don't make this, you're not getting much better than kicking an extra point and getting 1. So it's not much big of a difference here.
Roulette. Handoff, keeps it himself. It's going to be a pass. Stepping back, throwing for the end zone. Tipped up and intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. The extra point does not work. Rams have the lead, 26-21, but failed to get the extra point.
Like I said before, it's still a 2-possession game, even with it only being up by 5. Or at least the only way they can tie this game is a safety and a field goal. Very odd set of circumstances, but it's still a 2-possession game. That's why I think that it was worth going for it there because they still have to score a touchdown.
No question it was worth it. I agree with the call.
Because if you didn't go for it there and just kicked an extra point, then you would have only been up by 6 anyway, and they still could have come back. So I definitely like the call. However, he's still got to be upset. Like you said, Josh Bloss was kicking himself. That goes from being on the 2 to being on the 7, and that's a big difference once you get inside of the 10, especially when you're going for 2 and everybody knows it.
And the Rams defense looking to pick up right where they left off. Last time got the Warhawks on a 3-in and 3-out. We'll see if they can keep that level of play up.
All has to start with a D line. They got to start getting pressure on Gastrick. Has Rocks out there to boot this one away. And he gets it. Regular kick this time. A little short one. Pops out to the 10-yard line, taking it to the 20, to the 15, not even to the down to the 24-yard line. And that's where Gastrick and company will take over with 7:33, and they're down 26-21 in the 4th quarter.
And junior Ryan Durant there to make the tackle and keeping the Warhawks short of the 30. Short of the 25, in fact.
Three by 1. Gastrick in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking for the pass. Throwing quick to the right side. Tipped up and almost intercepted Nick Roth. Oh, my God, that made my heart race. Nick Roth was a foot, just a step away from taking out a 1 away.
So close yet so far, but overall still a solid play. lights out coverage. There was no chance that wide receiver was going to make that pass. Catch. My apologies.
There you go.
It's been a long day, Jack.
It's been a long day. It's been bye week, everything. Hey, you had a big field hockey game last night you called. First call by yourself on the air. You did a good job. 3-by-1. Gastrick in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Look for the pass. Under some pressure. Throwing down the middle of the field. Nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted by Marcus Denham. And once again, that had me jumping that out of my seat.
And 2 close picks back to back. You have to think Gastrock's going to be taking just a second longer to make the decision before he makes that pass.
Well,
and
he
that
really didn't have time to make the decision because he had half the herd in his face.
Exactly, but hopefully our D-line and our secondary starting to get in his head a little bit.
Yeah. That's really what you need out of the defense. That's the key to it. Rams showing man coverage. He takes a snap, looking pass, floating one down the field, has a man kicked off his fingers, incomplete. 4th down, Robinson. They get the 3-and-out. Excellent defense for the Rams.
That was a pretty pass, but number 5, Matt B, I should say, couldn't pull it in.
4th and 10. They're going to beat this one away here, right back to this Rams offense. Low snap. He gets it, and a bad punt. It's going to go to the 40, maybe just across the 50. It's going to stay in Warhawk territory, and the Rams will take it up at the 49-yard line, able to get this lead a little bit better.
Definitely big possession there for the big stop there for the Rams. I mean, now they get the ball back with the lead halfway through this 4th quarter. I mean, if the Rams can score again here, they're going to start putting, like I said, they're going to put the pedal to the metal, and they're going to start pulling away in this game.
And Jack, going back to that punt, not much the Warhawks punter could do. That was just a bad snap. Bounced a little low.
I agree. First and 10, Rams take it, handoff. That is Denham chucking his way for a good 4-yard, maybe 5-yard gain. They're going to call it a 3.5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7, my mistake.
And even if the Rams only manage to get a field goal, this will still be an 8-point game.
Roulette. The snap. Handoff. Lowry up the middle. Chugging away at it. Short of the 40. He's going to be short of the first down, but makes it a lot easier to get. Maybe a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3.5, somewhere around that general ballpark.
Roman Lowry on the carry, brought down by John Gilmeier.
Sophomore Roman Lowry putting a lot of work in the backfield tonight. I think he may even have taken a majority of the handoffs. Jack, your thoughts?
Just about. He's which is surprising, out of all the running backs right now, he's the one that's really clicking. You got to keep handing it off to him. He's really having a great game. As for Light and company take over at this 3rd and 3 attempt. Handoff. Denham met at the line of scrimmage, but he falls forward. He should have it. I think he has it, Ryan. What do you think there?
Yeah, I think he's got that by what appears to be about a yard.
Just about. Maybe. Hey, that's all you need. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Marcus Denham with the first.
And the Rams keep on marching down the field, deeper into Warhawk territory.
26-21, 5:27 to go. Rams with the lead. Roulette. Snap. Keeps it himself. Left side. Cuts it upfield. Over the 35 to the 33. And then stop there. He'll maybe get 4 yards on that play. Just about there for Roulette.
A few out-of-town scores for you here, ladies and gentlemen. The Westfield Bulldogs, our Robinson Rams' next week's opponent, is tied currently with the #1 team in the state, tied with us, the Centerville Wildcats, at 21-all here in the 3rd quarter.
Roulette. Under center. takes a snap. Handoff, Denham, right side, cuts it in. Has some room, 20, 35, 20, 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Robinson! Marcus Denham punching in from downtown. Rams are up 32-21. Marcus Denham and the Warhawks defense doesn't know whether to cry or whine their watch.
Guess what? Here's it. I'll be your witness here. There is now 10 rushing touchdowns
That's 10.
on the year for Marcus Denham, as we will let this play call go because, Lord, we don't know. This game's full of surprises, so I'll make sure that this is an extra point attempt.
Point attempt coming for the Rams. Aiden Rockwood in there. The snap, the hold, kick is up, and it is good. Aiden Rockwood puts this one through. 33-21. Your Rams are up by 2 scores. And Ryan, with that score, the Rams up by a hefty amount. What do the Warhawks have to do to even have a prayer to get back in this one?
I think the Warhawks need to get back in the groove, get back into a passing attack. They faced 2 solid Rams defensive stands, but if they can get back in the groove, they're hard to stop, Jack.
I agree. See how it goes.
More Concord Conference matchups here with the Chantilly Chargers beating the Coketon Cougars 24-14. With the Concord District now led by your Robinson Rams at 5-0, with Centerville at 4-1, Chantilly at 4-2, Westfield Herndon at 3-2, and Oakton at 3-3.
Rams up 33-21. 4:32 to go. And Aiden Rockwood out to boot this one away. It's a little squib kick, gets through the first line, bouncing away, it's out, it's open, that may be Rams ball, that might be Rams ball. It is Rams ball.
Rams ball.
It is awful. Warhawks defender squeaks on through his wet out there. The ball is loose and the Rams dive on it. I think Dejon Lee might have got a hand on it. Who cares? It is Rams football in Warhawk territory.
That is exactly why they do the squib kick. Because Aiden Rockwood has such power that they don't want it to always be a touchback. They're willing to drive him deep in their own territory. And you know what? It also gives the possibility, because that ball is made in such a shape that it can bounce in any which direction. And they have that possibility of hitting a player, and we just saw how that could work out for the Rams.
Here's Roulette. Takes a snap. Handoff. Denham, right side. Cuts it up. Over the 25-yard line. Down to the 24. The ball's loose. I think they're saying he's down. He is down. And Marcus Denham gets a good 6-yard run.
Looks like this Warhawks defense may be tiring out, letting loose a couple solid gains from the Rams coming from this rush attack, which the Warhawks defense had been so good up to this point in the game.
2nd and 4 coming for the Rams with 3:57 and a counting.
Going off what Ryan said, like I said earlier, I think we're seeing some good old Robinson Ram football today.
Roulette takes a snap. Handoff to Lowry. Close to the first down mark, close to the 20. I think it's going to be a half a yard short from the 20, so actually he might have the first down depending on where they spot it.
If the Rams can score a touchdown here, this will put them away. I think this will be the nail in the coffin, folks, with just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds going down in this game.
They're calling it 31 with 3:21 and counting.
Official timeout.
Are they going to measure or what are they going to do? What's the conversation being had?
It appears to be between the referee and some Warhawks players.
And now the play clock starts.
It appears to be a play clock malfunction. They didn't have the play clock correct, so they were just readjusting that.
Well, the Rams taking their time. They're going to need to hurry up. 3:06. With 3:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Rams up 33-21 in the fourth. Handoff. Relette has it himself. 15-yard line to the 10. Still going. Sideline. End zone. He is out at the 3-yard line. Jack Roulette doing it by himself. Along with Lowry, Jack Roulette is taking over this game.
And there's so much talk about our 3 power backs in the backfield, but the way Jack Roulette's been running tonight, it appears we have 4 running backs on this Robinson offense.
Yeah, definitely. It's more. I don't know how to say 4 trifecta, a quadtrect. I'm not going to try.
We're really not good at that.
No, we're not. So I'm not going to even go try that way. Anyway, great run again. Let's see if he can go for a hat trick +1. There we go.
Roulette. Hands off. Fancha in the end zone. That's Denham. Denham scores on the ground. Touchdown, Rams. Marcus Denham finds pay dirt. 39-21. Rams are up.
That is now 2 hat tricks for the Robinson Rams offensive players. Well, technically not completely offensive, because the only reason that Marcus Denham has a hat trick is because of that ridiculous punt block and recovery for a touchdown. Still, though, fantastic game. And you know what? Like I said earlier, that's the nail in the coffin, this one, folks. I think we're going to go into tomorrow's homecoming dance nice and happy.
The snap, the whole kick is up, and it is good. And Rockwood boots it on in, 40-21. Your Rams are up. With 2:49 to go in the 4th. And like Shaun said, you got to think, this has to be the nail in the coffin. It took a while. The Rams really stuck with this running game, really bought into it, and just completely went through it. They took it and ran with it, literally, and it's worked out so far.
And the Rams with 19 unanswered points. You have to remember, they were down by 1, now up by 19.
No squib kick for the Rams. They take it this time at the 20-yard line, out of the 30, and it's taken down by Nick Roth. And that is where Gastrick and the rest of the Madison offense will take over with 2:43 to go in the 4th.
And senior number 5, Nick Roth, had the tackle there. And it was a nice wrap. Whoever was returning it for the Warhawks tried to run right through him, but Nick Roth was having none of that and brought him down.
Here's Gastrick. 2-by-1 formation, 2 out to the left. Little motion coming out to the left to right. Here's the snap. Looking that way. It is almost, not really almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted by Coach Brady on the sideline.
There it is. Almost intercepted by Coach Brady. That's had a weird angle out there. Denham looked like if he had a 6-foot vertical, he would have got it.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to take that away from Marcus Denham. He is a freak athlete.
He is a freak athlete.
Running track.
I don't know many people, though, with a 6-foot vertical.
Marcus might be one of them. You never know.
You never know. You never know.
You never know. I want to see Marcus hurdle somebody this year. I'm challenging him now. Marcus, when you watch this later on, I'm challenging you.
You got to hurdle someone. Here's a snap. Gastrick takes it. Looking for the pass. Stepping up into the pocket. Flag is down. Gastrick still running out to the right side. Avoids a defender and then smacked hard. That is Matt Peffer with the hit stick. What's this? Iriondo. My mistake. It was Iriondo, Tyler Iriondo with the hit. My mistake, not Matt Peffer. Tyler Iriondo with an excellent hit. Look where the flag is.
Another sophomore out there with a truck stick.
There it is.
My God.
He's one of those guys come out to practice this summer. He really impressed me, the knowledge that he had for just being such a young kid. And one of those guys that Nick Roth was always talking about, that's the guy you want to look at, Iriondo and Warder.
Yeah, that's the great part is the camaraderie, the leadership, the camaraderie of this team, the leadership that these seniors and these upperclassmen give to these underclassmen on the team. I just absolutely love the family-like environment. I mean, they're playing like they're brothers out there, and they would take a bullet for each other, and that's why they're undefeated.
Here's a snap. Take the pass. Looking right, throwing there, and no one's around. No one home there. Incomplete pass. Third down will be the result.
Looked to be like a little bit of a miscommunication between quarterback Gastrock and number 14, Jordan Ebersole, on that last play.
3rd and 23 for the Warhawks at the 21 with 2:21 to go.
Absolutely love the environment over here with the Rams homecoming.
Here's the snap. Gastrick looks for the pass. Avoiding the rush. Stepping up in the pocket. Now rolling right. Gastrick still has it. Float one downfield. Has a man wide open and is caught over the 50. Good hit by Devontae Hicks, but it was a great catch and pitch by the Warhawks, and they have the first down.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Gastrick took a shot from Donnie Warder there after throwing that pass. Holy cow, that was an absolute monster. That was a slobber knocker, as we like to say. I mean, that was a great hit by Donnie.
Here's snap. Gastrick has to step up again, avoiding the rush. He will not get by. Matt Strain takes him down. Matthew Strain getting his second sack of the night. With 1:52 and counting in the fourth.
And finally, this D-line is getting to the quarterback, applying a lot of pressure in this drive. They've done it before in the night, but it seems as if they're doing it again.
The herd's back.
The herd's back. 2-by-2 formation. Here's Gastrick on a 2nd and 14. Tries a little screen to the left side, cuts it up, and the herd is there. It'll be a gain of a nothing.
That's one thing I always Coach Vossler preaches, and I always like about this team this year, is that on defense they always make sure that at least 4 or 5 and eventually all 11 hard hats are at the ball. I mean, they definitely make sure that everybody gets to the ball and they tackle them on the very first try.
Snap, floating down for the bundle, almost intercepted by Birdsong, out of his hands with 1:05 to go in the fourth. It'll be 4th down and 16.
The Warhawks sure like these deep passes. We've seen a lot of them thus far tonight.
I don't blame them. They've got 65 seconds to score, like you said, 19 points. And 4th down and 15. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is the game right here. When I say the game, I mean like if the Rams stop them, then we win.
If they put a bunch of BYC players in there.
There we go.
Here's a snap. Looking for the pass. Steps up, firing downfield, and is caught over the 35-yard line down to the 30. They really like to wait to the last minute, but they complete a big throw, having the first down. 59 seconds, under a minute to go in the fourth.
Gastrick putting some heat behind that throw.
Yeah. First down and 10. Gastrick takes the snap, one-handed grab, under some pressure. He'll be taken down. Contradicting myself, that is Yain Israel with the initial stick sack on the play, loss of about 15.
Yain Israel, and fantastic job. It's actually good that he stayed up, and the reason being is that with him staying, actually, you know what?
What's that?
No, that was not the normal quarterback. That was number 6. That was number 6, June Park, in there.
Drop on a play from Gastrick. That is Gastrick at that point, looking for 14, and it's in and out of the hand of his receivers. Clock stops at 20.
Brings up 3rd and 19 for the Warhawks.
And the Rams making a nice stand here as the clock reads 20 seconds left in this game.
You know what, man? I'll tell you what. These seniors realize that they are 20 seconds away from their last victory against during homecoming game, and man, they've had a great year. They've beaten their arch rival Lake Braddock, and now they're going to walk away with the W into homecoming.
Here's a snap. Has to step up, float one down for the end zone. It is incomplete. 12 seconds to go. Incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 19 at the 40.
And this Warhawks quarterback, number 4, Jason Gastrick, he's only a junior, and he's made a couple bad throws tonight, a couple overthrown, but other than that, I think he's played a superb game.
When he's in a rhythm, he's really a difference maker. There's no doubt about that.
All of our game day sponsors and our program sponsors, please.
Yeah, a lot of those deep throws going right where they're supposed to be, and just a couple not being able to be caught by the wide receivers.
Here's a snap. Throwing down, looking for the first down. Intercepted! Intercepted by Devontae Hicks. Here's at the 40, 45, 50, 45, and then just taken down 2, and the clock will stop at 1. Really?
By Devontae Hicks.
Hey, you know what? He likes
keeping
keeping it interesting. But on that note, I'm gonna give my offensive defensive player of the game. Offensive player of the game, hands down, Marcus Denham with the hat trick. I'm close second though is Jack Roulette. Definitely. My defensive player of the game, though, it has to be Matt Strain with 2 sacks tonight and then 3 tackles for a loss. Absolutely great game by both of these guys, both seniors in their final homecoming game.
Just looking to get this victory formation with 1 second left. And it is over. Your Robinson Rams have come back from a tight ball game and won 40-21. Ryan talking about the game.
Yeah, the Rams doing a great job. Down by 1, but you know what? They held their heads up high, went right back into this game, and pulled away for the victory. A nice, solid 40-21 victory here at homecoming, doing their part to make this streak continue to 6-0. Jack, not a lot of people thought that we'd be able to say that at the beginning of the season.
No,
6-0.
They wrote us off for the season. This is an unbelievable job by Scott Foster and his coaching staff. 6-0 start for the Rams. A win tonight, 40-21 for Shaun Salehi, Ryan Keith. I'm Jack Federici. Have a great night.